Welcome to another episode of ArtCo Drone Solutions Rona-shut-in special show. Today, we're going to talk about, uh, some drone news, some drone tech. Plus, I want to talk about cool effects you could do with Photoshop and other photo editors. I've been, with this downtime, with not being at work, which I really miss, by the way, still waiting for that unemployment check to come in. Anyway, so I've been playing around with Photoshop and different other photo editors. I wanted to take some of my headshots that I've done over the last several months and see how I could do interesting effects. I wanted to get more of a cartoon look. So I've been watching some of the videos on YouTube on how to do it, and I've discovered some other interesting effects that you could do that are much quicker than what I've been seeing on YouTube. So we'll talk about that. And also, I've got some guests coming in. Ron Levesque, uh, welcome to the show. So I've got some people coming in that I met on Facebook that happen to just live here in the Denver area, who are number one, they're fishermen, and number two, uh, they do drones. They do drones in both of them. As a matter of fact, this one fellow that I met, Daryl, hopefully he'll be in soon. He used a drone while he was fishing. He got some really interesting shots. And plus, I checked out his channel. His channel is really interesting. Let me bring up that channel. Okay, go over here to YouTube. Do, 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 do. And his name of his channel is trying to pull it up here, is K2 Kid. That's the letter K with the number 2, KIDD. That's his channel. And he's got some really interesting videos over there. So go over to his channel, check him out, and subscribe. Steve. Okay, hopefully Steve Mack will be in the okay. Alrighty, hopefully Daryl will be here. Christopher C, welcome to the show. I'm doing pretty good. Just trying to keep myself busy so I don't get bored out of my head, not being able to work. And the weather's been kind of iffy. I've done a little bit of fishing, just not have had any luck. Just the weather is just not warm enough. However, it's starting to get there though. I've been seeing a lot of photos of people catching some really nice carp out there. So I'm looking forward to doing some carp fishing. Yes, the company I work for has been closed, and it's starting to sound like we will be opening up on Monday. I'll probably get the email, text, or message on tomorrow. So hopefully I'll know soon. And as soon as Daryl comes in, he's got an interesting channel where he's done some really cool videos in downtown Denver, especially the one at the state capitol, which really looks cool. And then he took another one just north of the capitol over at the Wells Fargo building, which us Denver folks call the cash register building because the top of it looks like an old cash register. And he did it while it was snowing out. So he got some really good video there. And plus, he also went to the Westminster Castle, but he flew it at night. And the video footage of that is really cool. So I am just waiting for a few people who want to pop in. I checked out YouTube, and it looks like all of a sudden everybody is on live right now. Let me see. There's Above and Beyond is on. Drone Effects, Pusa Studios. Sean Oz is still on. Phil Am Adventures, Aerial Landscapes, and Ruland Thunenson. There's 7 other channels that are on right now. So hopefully I get some people to come in and we'll make this a really good show. Otherwise, I will stay on as long as I can, and we'll make it a good show. Also, I got the drone back from Mitch. Hey, Rick, thanks for coming in. I wanted to show you the drone. This is the one that I won on the police auction. My first, well, actually, it's my second FPV. It was a mess. I sent it to Mitch, and he was able to fix it up. He threw a camera on for me. I don't know if you could see it there, but anyway, he donated a camera. He donated an antenna, which I am really happy about. I just ordered the transmitter last night. I got the three Sky or FR Sky uh, Q7X Tyrannus, and that's a 16 channel, so that should work with this. And as soon as I get it, what I'll be doing is a lot of beta flight simulation. Hey, we've got someone in the house. We've got Ron from 3X Drones. Welcome to the show.
How you doing, Art? Good to see you again.
I'm doing pretty good. How's the weather there in the Cleveland metro area?
Still not good enough to fly.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, I haven't flown at all. Doesn't look like I've shaved much either. Jesus.
Well, I flew a couple days ago, and where I was flying, there happened to be a transformer station that was maybe a quarter of a mile away, and that was probably what was interfering with my signal. And plus, there were a few cell towers in the area too that probably didn't help. Well, hopefully, tomorrow's going to be a nicer day, and I'll be able to do some flying, maybe do some flying and fishing.
Oh, okay.
And get some really good footage out there, and I'll include the footage that I got from a couple days ago. It's only a couple minutes long. All I did was I got it up about 200 feet and kind of panned around, looked around, and pointed it towards Golden, Colorado, and you could probably see Coors Brewery in the distance. And we'll see what was going on. It was really weird. I got it up there and said signal loss, and I tried to hit return to home, and nothing would happen.
Oh
It
my.
was say uh, signal loss, returning to home, and I'm not seeing anything. The crap wasn't moving anywhere, and when I tried to steer it, it was really sluggish. And then I would get signal back, and after a minute or so of that, I just said, "Ah, the heck with it. I'm not going to mess around with it," and decide to bring it on home.
That's the worst feeling in the world, man. You think
Yeah,
it ain't coming home.
yeah.
Yeah, I can do without that.
Well, if I had my Phantom 3 Advance, and that has light bridge, that probably would have flown a lot better. And the problem with the Mavic Air, it uses Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Mhm. But
Yep.
with the Mavic Air 2, that has OcuSync. And
Yeah,
that's the thing that really has gotten me. And from what I'm hearing, it's going to cost about the same price as the other Mavic Air.
I got to say, at first I was not jumping for joy over it, but now that I hear it's got 4K 60 and OcuSync,
Yeah,
I've got the mouse in my hand waiting to click the buy button.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm just can't wait to click the buy button on that. If that's uh if that's confirmed at 4K 60 and with the OcuSync too,
right.
yeah, I'm buying it.
Hmm. Yeah, I might save up for it, but I've got a lot of other things that I need to. Well, I need to pay stuff off, and there's a trip that I want to take, and I'm definitely taking the Mavic Air with me.
Oh yeah, yeah. The DJI is getting most of my stimulus check. Yep.
Hey, I want to say hi to 616 Drones. Good to see you. He's sort of in your area.
Oh yeah.
He's over there on just off of Lake Michigan near Benton Harbor, Michigan.
Okay. Yeah, that's not too far away.
Yeah.
It's in the area, so same kind of weather.
Yep. Hmm.
Cold until June.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about getting this drone back up in the air. What Mitch did was he tore it apart and figured out what those wires were that were hanging out. It
Mm-hmm.
had like a whole bunch of plug-ins, and he just took that uh, plug out, and he was able to get those wires just plugged directly into the board or soldered to the board. And now, oh, and then he got it oriented in the right direction because it was oriented to the side instead of facing forwards.
Yeah,
So,
I watched the video of him getting that back in the air.
yeah,
Yeah, so I did
and
see that.
and the SD card, you get to see that is right there, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the only thing I want to do is I want to put I want to get a mount where I could put a one of my SJ cams on here, and also put the GPS on here, and that might help me with my flying a little bit. I think it's got barometer on here, and I think that's going to make the flying a little more stable. And but I'm going to put a lot of time in when I get my controller, do a lot of simulation,
Yeah,
and get to where I feel comfortable with.
yeah, it's
So
coming. Like, I want to get into it. Like, again, I got to have the time, and I'm lucky enough I get out. I can't even get my camera drones out right now, but
Right.
I definitely want to get into FPV. I'd love to try it.
Well, what you ought to do is you ought to get the Emax Easy Fly or
Hmm.
the little whoops, the tiny hops,
Yeah,
and
that's
you
probably
could
what I'll start with.
fly it indoors and get a lot of practice doing
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure that's where I'll start.
Mhm.
I can see them if you see them up there. I got my fat shark goggles. Why do I keep saying gargles? Goggles. So I got them, but I've just been playing with those with the Phantom for now.
Oh, cool.
So, which is nice.
And now, what kind of transmitter is that up there?
That's I forget. Remember I showed that to what's his name, Mitch. That Spectrum.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, he said it's mostly for helicopters. So,
Oh, okay.
but he says it can be used. You got to get the right
Right.
servos for it.
Hmm.
But it was free, so if it works, that would be great.
Cool.
Mm.
Hello to Fly High Ireland. Welcome to the show. So yeah, with the FR Scott, you know what I found out? Well, I went to buy it. Now, luckily, I read everything. It's 124, but no battery. So for $15 more, I went and got a battery for it. Now they have a whole thing where you could get the charger, and I go, no, I've got that charger already because the plug-in looks like the same thing for my USB plug-in. So when that comes in, I'll be able to charge it here. Timeless Truths, I want to welcome to the show. So get that all charged up, and it's got a thing on the back where you could plug in a module for long range. And that'll be the next upgrade. But yeah, later on down the road, I want to get some decent goggles for it. But I could use my Emax goggles for now. The only problem is it doesn't have a DVR in it, so I can't
Hmm.
record. Uh, but if I get to where I could put my uh, SJ cam on here, I could just turn it on, and I could use the FPV camera to kind of guide it around, and I could get some great video footage that way.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Mhm.
I can't wait to see you fly that thing now, man.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you guys are. She said you just said you guys are still closed. You're back to work yet?
Yeah, looks like we might be starting up on Monday.
Okay. All right, that's good. Get back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still working from home. So you see me looking at different screens here. One of them's work, one of them's us, and one of them's YouTube. So I don't know if can I don't know if let me see if I can swap a. There we go. There's a camera too. If you can, there we go. Oh, see, there we go. Go back to that. All right, got like a work screen and a YouTube screen going.
Oh, cool. That looks nice. There we go. Had to turn off my YouTube volume there so I don't get feedback. Cool, cool. We got a pretty good group. We got about 9 people in, which is nice. Still waiting for my friend Daryl to come in. Okay, just let him. And I gave the invite to Rodney Bell and Steve Carpenter. So hopefully they'll be in a few minutes.
Oh, good. Let's see
Yeah.
those guys.
So we won't be doing all the talking all
All right.
the
I'm actually surprised I was first.
time. Yeah.
I think the last stream you're on, you had 6 people going. I couldn't even get in.
uh, so yeah, it's cloudy out now, and the wind is picking up. We're getting gusts up to about 17, 18 miles an hour. So yeah. So so that's what's going on. The last few days, I've been playing around with Photoshop and other photo editors, taking some old headshot photos I had,
I seen
and
those. Yeah, those are actually kind of cool.
yeah,
I seen
I
those.
learned how to kind of make them look like cartoons,
Yeah.
which is a lot of fun. From the videos that I watch, boy, the way they do it, it's a lot of work. I modified it because I didn't have the pen function on my version of Photoshop. So what I did was I drew the lines in, for the eyes and the nostrils and the mouth, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
and then what I did was I would take the uh, the eyedropper, and I would go around the face, and I would get the color, and then take the pencil and kind of color in that area, and then eventually it looked like a cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it did.
that turned out pretty good. So hey, we got another Ron. Let's welcome
All
Ron
right.
Lockwood.
Hey, Art, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Howdy, Ron.
Uh, Hi, Ron. How are you? Yeah.
So
Uh,
how's the what? Are you back in South Dakota or up the North Dakota?
I'm up north again.
Okay.
Um, yeah, actually, it's not a bad. Yesterday was beautiful. Um, Last couple days been like 60s around. I know South Dakota on Monday when I come up on Monday or Tuesday it was 75.
Wow,
Yeah,
nice.
beautiful. Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're getting some warmer weather after today, and we're going to be in the upper 70s and low 80s by mid next week.
I still think that what we're going to get a little surprise again. Let's expect,
Oh,
get some more snow.
yeah.
I
You
hope
know
not.
how? I hope not either. Ron, where are you? Where are you at?
I'm right along Lake Erie, about 30 miles east of Cleveland. I can see the lake from my
Hmm.
front yard.
Oh, okay. I used to live south of Lake Erie in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. But, nice area. I loved Lake Erie. It was kind of cool up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I love it. It's nice when the weather's nice, but
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, when it gets cold though.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, my boat's supposed to be in the water here come next Friday, be May 1st, and because everything going on, they haven't even started pulling them out of storage yet. So I don't even know what's going on with that.
Yeah.
Mm,
But it's been so dang cold, I can't get out on it anyway.
yeah. Uh, um, Art, I've been thinking more and more about this whole, meet up and potentially in Denver, and
Right.
everything's just so up in the air. I still want to do it, but I think I'm just going to kind of let it go for now.
It's
Okay.
hard to
Yeah,
plan anything right now.
Hmm.
You can't plan
and
anything.
um, I have some people potentially coming from long distances that were supposed to come, and I was really excited about it.
Yeah.
Ron, um, Ron, I don't know if you heard anything about it.
No, you mentioned it to me. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's just supposed to be a gathering of everybody who wanted to come, and
Mm-hmm.
I thought it'd be something fun to do for all of us to meet, and
Sure.
but
Right.
yeah, this whole virus thing kind of put a damper on things. So, um, but we'll do it again. But can't say we can't do it again. So I think it'll be fun.
Okay. I got some other people that are trying to get in, but they're having problems. I'm going to tell them to use Chrome browser.
I don't know if anybody else has seen today, but the Mavic Mini had a big update. If you haven't gotten it yet, I've turned it on today and had a big old update. Something about updating the camera. It updated a few things. So it's a big download. So if you take it out to fly, it may make you turn it on and update it before you get to go up. So
Cool.
might want to plug it in and give it a shot if you've got a Mavic Mini.
I saw the Osmo Action in the past week or two has had a big update as well. Something with the stabilization, and then also that you can live stream with it, which I think some people were already doing anyhow. But so I might have to check out that update.
Yep.
So Ron, I thought I overheard you. You're getting ready to hit click and buy on the Mavic Air 2?
Yeah, I think they're. I think they've convinced me. Yeah, the 4K 60 with OcuSync. I don't know how you can pass that up. I mean, the only other drone that has that, you're up in the Mavic Pros.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think for $799 to get those in a drone, I think that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. At first, I wasn't going to because, with like 4K 60 to me is a standard. Like right now, like you just got to have it, or don't try to sell me anything. And a lot of people say what they want about 4K, but to me, I want that option. I want that option, and I think 4K 60 it should be a standard in anything today. And you throw an OcuSync, now you've got a drone that it's almost impossible to lose a connection if you're flying smart with it. So
right.
I may have to have it. Yep. I may be there clicking that button at 9:30.
Hey, I want to say hello to Jordan Dopp. He's one of the friends of K2 Kid. There's a really interesting channel that I found today. This guy combines fishing and droning, and he's got some really cool videos on his channel. So if you're not subscribed, go subscribe to this guy. It's K2 KIDD is the name of the channel. So hey, Jordan, if you want to, you can go ahead and put the link in the chat so people could go check it out.
There was one I saw one time. Our guy was, or a group of guys were out on a boat, and they were had a big blue marlin on.
Oh, cool!
And this guy had what looked to be a Phantom 4 of some kind somewhere in that neighborhood, but man, he did some serious flying, and they fought this fish for half an hour. But the video he put together and the music was phenomenal. It's crazy. Yeah, but he got really close up, and
cool.
When the fish was 200-300 yards out still and jumping out of the water, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Steve, the man Carpenter.
Ron, how are you, Ron?
A little tired.
Hey, Steve.
And Mr. Art Carlson, how are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. The comedy competition I was supposed to be in, I think it was last Saturday, has been moved to, I think, August 1st. So I'll be doing that. And,
oh, that's right. You were supposed to do some stand-up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what did you get today? Did you get the Mavic Mini? Oh, you got your camera. All right.
Camera.
Cool.
FedEx knocked on my door about 30 minutes ago.
Awesome. Awesome.
B&H delivered. The Canon 90D.
Cool.
Mm.
Well, the last couple of days I've been playing around with Photoshop and this other editor. It's by MCH, and just been having a lot of fun playing around with it. Okay, let's welcome K2 Kid is in the chat. Welcome, welcome. And with the other editor, I was able to use what's called oil paint, which really gives photographs kind of a cartoon look. It kind of reminds me of some of the uh, who's the painter that cut off his ear? Uh, Van
Ah,
Gogh. Van Gogh.
who? Van Gogh.
Yeah, because it gives you your photos kind of look like somebody painted with the oil based paint. So you can see the
Oh,
brush strokes.
I saw you posted a couple of them on
Yeah.
Facebook, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, quick question for you.
Yeah.
I'm almost as bad as Ron here. Instead of making a click, I think I'm just going to go to the store direct, but I'm about this far from buying a new laptop. I'm tired of just not having some capabilities of having a laptop.
Uh-huh.
Like right now, like I can't reply on the chat, with my iPad and my laptop. It's like 7 years old. It's in its rocking chair. It's hanging in there. But
Been there.
but my question, real quick, with Luminar 4, I remembered when you buy the license, they said you can download 2 different versions or 2 licenses for it. 2. So I downloaded one for Mac, and so I'm assuming I can download it again for PC, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm just wondering if I need to contact them or do anything, or just hit.
No, what it is the license means you can have it operating on 2 different computers. So it's not having
Okay.
one download it. I would make sure you save that away in a cloud file, or someplace where you can save that. Well, no, they've been good because I've seen the links in my account, and this is years later. I still see the links of the stuff I bought in the past.
Right.
So, because some companies, they won't, after 1 year or after 6 months, they take away that link. They still have all my information up there. Come to think of it.
Okay. Because I had to put in a key. I think a key. When they register it. So I'm assuming it's that key
Mhm.
that I would need. Okay. Because I want to put Luminar on the laptop if that's what I end up going with.
Mhm.
So, like to stay with Apple and go with a MacBook, but the MacBooks are so expensive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, we'll get together offline and we'll talk about budget stuff like that, and I'll do some searching and look through all my discounts that I constantly get and see what's out there.
Okay.
Hey, I want to say hi to Rick Halbert. Welcome,
Rick.
Rick. Yeah.
Howdy, Rick. Yeah, he was over. I was over actually on Sean Oz's channel. He was live.
Yeah, I watched some of that, and then I went and had breakfast and got ready to come over here. Let's see. We're up. We're still at 9. Oh, 11 people. Hey, not too bad for midday. And with 7, 8, 9, 10 different shows that decide to go on.
Yeah, a lot of people went live today.
Yeah, I noticed that like 3 or 4 at one time.
Yeah, Jim Boyd went live too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan's over there visiting him. Hey, one thing I got to say about Dell laptops, they're a trooper. I don't know whether you can see this, but
Yeah. Ooh, wow.
yeah, a couple months ago I took it out in the woods with me, just to read a.
It's not axe friendly.
No, it's not. Yeah, I took it out because I had a game camera out there, and I just took it out there just to read the SD card, and I kind of slipped and fell and went for a few tumbles, and
Oh,
the laptop took the brunt of the fall.
Oh,
It was not pretty, but the thing still works like a champ. Yeah.
Well, you know what they make, Ron? They make a little reader that you can plug into your iPhone or on your Android, and you
yeah,
can watch it
that's
straight
right.
from there.
I've since then purchased one of those.
Yeah, I've got one of those somewhere around on my desk here. Yeah.
I
I have.
actually got that one that's really, really good. I'll tell you, if you go on to Drone Valley, Rick from Drone Valley,
Right.
he sells that reader. And I'll tell you what, that thing works phenomenal. It
Yeah.
works on any device, phone, iPad, iPhone, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, it works really well. So yeah, I purchased one of those.
So, have you gotten any interesting video from your animal cam or whatever you put out there?
No, nothing. You know, last year was a different story. This year, I'm getting nothing but squirrels, raccoons, deer.
You're
Um,
fine.
no mountain lions though.
Uh,
Last year, I was capturing a lot of mountain lions. As a matter of fact, this one. Um, I finally captured this one during the day.
hey, I want to say hello to Phantom Flight 101. Welcome to the show. Yeah, there are channels out there on YouTube that's all they do is nature cam. And
Yeah,
some of the videos like really blows you away. There's a guy down in Florida that that does that, and he's got bears, deer, rat.
yeah. What's
Uh,
it's called? Um, Browning,
yeah,
Browning something.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think
trail
that's it.
cam something or another. Yeah, he gets all kind. I couldn't believe the amount of animals there in the Everglades.
Yeah,
Amazing. Yeah.
he
So
got
here's
owls and hawks. Oh yeah, cool.
yeah. Caught him one morning.
Wow.
Big kitty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. And we also had I saw Nathaniel Lee, Nathaniel Nathaniel Lee. Welcome to the show. All right,
But
cool.
I'll be right back. Got to warm up my coffee.
Okay, we'll put you on hold here.
Yeah. No, I finally wanted to upgrade to the 4K syndrome. That's why I because my 70D, which is a phenomenal camera, shoots excellent, 1080, uh,
Right.
and it's a workhorse. I mean, that camera out there, and the nice thing about it is the 90D is the exact same body configuration, so all my lenses will fit it. All
Oh,
my existing batteries, accessories, all fit with the same camera.
wonderful.
But one of the things that's cool about this new camera is to shoot a time lapse. So, like if it's like, a lot of the GoPros and the other
Right.
action cameras do, you can do a time lapse in here and it stitches all the photos instead of having to say you shoot 1,500 photos, you got to download them all and then compile them all in your software. It
Cool.
self stitches it in the camera and it's a one
Awesome.
file output.
Hello. Hey, Chris Hope is in
Well,
the chat. Welcome, welcome, Chris. That's cool. That's cool. Uh, so Ron? What kind of nature camera do you use?
I actually have I have one of the Brownings
Okay.
um, cameras, and it shoots video. Um, it actually shoots really, really crisp 1080p video.
Hmm.
I couple of the videos I've got from like, holy cow, for a camera that was, I want to say $150. I don't even think it was that much.
Wow.
Um, I was totally blown away by the quality of it. Yeah,
Right. Cool.
yeah. Um, but it's really good where the sensors on it. I've caught deer at 30, 40 yards away, and it'll trigger the sensor, and it shoots it in the middle of the night. Yeah,
Wow, cool.
it's amazing what that thing will pick up.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
I'd like to play around with that because there's a creek not too far from where I live that I would love to set one up and see what kind of critters show up because that creek gets blue heron,
mm-hmm.
a lot of hawks, and I wouldn't be surprised if an eagle or maybe some owls might show up. But
Right.
uh,
The best way I tell Art is people is, if you're going to be out in the woods or look for tracks. A
yeah,
lot of times if you see trails and if a trail's worn down, look for tracks, and then set that camera up, and then leave it there 2-3 weeks. You'd
mhm,
be surprised, even in the cold. I've left that camera of mine out there for a month, 6 weeks. Come
right.
back, it's still working fine. Yeah,
Well,
Wow.
I have
yeah.
my friend Rick has a ranch in southeast Colorado,
Uh-huh.
and I flew my drone over his property where he doesn't have anything planted. And I'm like, it looks like a highway down there. And that just critters going crisscross his property. And that there's another place you could put up a nature cam and just see what shows up. I bet you'll get coyotes, jackrabbits, uh, owls, hawks. Who knows?
You don't
And
mind
Yeah.
how much are one of those cameras? Because I've got tons of deer out in my backyard, like you wouldn't believe, and then sometimes I see fox, and I've actually seen coyotes out there. So, what do those run?
It depends on what you want to. I mean, you can actually get a half decent one for $75.
Really?
There's ones out there now that, as long as the camera is in um, like cellular service area, it'll actually alert your phone,
Oh
oh,
wow.
and you can actually see stuff live.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Because
It'll trigger your phone, and
I see them out there. I'm like, I wonder how close I could get the Mavic Mini to them before they started running away. But
uh,
but it'd be nice because I mean they're out there frolicking around like you wouldn't believe. You'd see the fawns, and every once in a while you see the buck, but normally like 5 or 6 doe are just out there bouncing around like nothing. And it's like my backyard just has a chain link fence in the back, but behind that is like a field that goes into woods. So they come out of the woods into the field that we could see them. It's real neat. Probably one of
right.
the main reasons we bought the house. Nobody behind us.
Yeah.
We get a
Believe
coyote
it or not,
runs down in the morning, almost like on the clock at about 6 o'clock. You can go out there and he'll be coming down the one upper street because I live
Oh
between
wow.
one-way streets, and he'll basically be trotting down the street, going over like, okay, it's breakfast time somewhere, so I'm off hunting.
yeah, yep. Hey, we got Bill from Coast to Coast Drones. Welcome.
there's
Oh, so Sean went to lunch. Okay, so everybody come on over here.
He's got his stream back up, and it's funny. He turned it off because he's letting this stream run for the launch of the new Mavic Air.
Oh, okay.
And as soon as I clicked off, and then he went to go out the door to go to lunch, the computer went blank.
Oh
So he
boy.
lost his stream, but he went back in and he clicked it up, and it's hot again.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
So, oh yeah, that's right. The launch of the Mavic Air 2 is today. It'll be or tonight actually.
No, Monday.
Monday?
Yeah.
Oh,
Monday.
okay. Hey, there's Mitch in the chat. Hello, Mitch. Good to see you. I was showing off the drone to Ron number 1 at 3X Drones and show them the lovely work that you did on my drone, cleaning it up and getting the antennas out in the right area and So, Mitch, I ordered the FR Sky Q7X. Ordered it last night, so it should be here. I think around May 7th or something. So I'm excited about that. And they don't. Luckily, I read the fine print because it doesn't come with a battery. So I ordered a battery, and I already have the charger for it because it's similar to some of the other. Oops, dang it! Somebody called. Let it go to voicemail. I keep getting these calls where they say your warranty on your car is expired,
Yep.
and
All
I'll
bad, man.
suppose one or two. There, I got my phone on vibrate, so I turned off the so you're not going to hear that music in the back.
But if we start
That
seeing
has to
Art
be.
smile, we'll know who's calling.
That just has to be some type of scam because I get those too. Oh, your warranty's about to expire. Well, how do you
Yeah.
even know I have a car? Like, that's got to be some type of scam.
What it is your numbers are sold. One of the things you don't want to do is one, return the call.
Right.
Two, answer the call. Just
Right.
let it go and then
Yeah.
block it if it's on your mobile phone. Block the
Mhm.
number. Because
Yep.
what happens on a lot of them, he'll just answer and then it hangs up. And what it is they know they have a live line, and then they sell that number off to other agencies.
Ah,
Yep.
okay. That's why. That's why when they call again, it'll be a different number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the thing I can't understand is when a couple times I've been dumb enough to call back, and what I don't understand how they do is I'll call the number back, and it's like a hospital or a grocery store or whatever, and it's like our number's been.
Yeah, they clone the number.
They're using
Yeah, they clone the numbers
companies. They'll actually steal
and use your own area
right,
code.
yeah, they steal somebody's number. Yeah.
Mhm. It's usually your own area code gives you like a more reason to answer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, Time
But
with Truth says, I want to pull that up. You're looking like Mr. Hanson.
Mr.
Must be good looking. Well, it could be the green screen.
the Hawaiian shirt and the
Yeah,
the
the
concert
Hawaiian
piano.
shirt. Yeah. Yep. I've been out practicing on the Steinway.
Well, you
Love
know
my
what,
Hawaiian shirts.
Art, when you get everything set up on that FPV drone, you're going to have to fly that drone live and go right through the open top on that grand piano. That's what we're.
No pressure though, Art. No
Yeah.
None whatsoever.
Well, I'm going to be really busy with the Beta Flight Simulator. I'll be putting a lot of hours on that, and not not going to be like Ken Heron and like a little kid. I want to fly now and get out the quad and crash it and break it in the pieces.
So my question to you, Art, have you like upped your soldering skills,
uh,
or are you going to be keep doing the lifeline to Mitch? Like Mitch, I broke it again. you know.
it
Um,
it all depends on how severe the crash is. Larry
right.
X wants to know place to fly in Lakewood, Colorado area. Well, uh, wow. Well, there's over by Kendrick's Lakes. There's a lot of parks around there down on Kipling and Jewel. There are several parks around there. So what I would do is I'd get on Google Maps and just look up parks around Lakewood area.
Hey,
And
Art, remind me this fall if you're interested. Do you remember? I haven't seen him on YouTube for a while. There was a guy by the name of Danny Fife. He lives in southern Colorado. He
Right.
was he used to do some tutorial like reviews. He was Otto Evo liker, or he really liked it. But um, I was in Colorado not this past fall, but two falls ago. And this is something if you're interested. He I met up with him one day, and he said, "You picked the perfect day to meet up with me." We were down near Colorado Springs,
Right.
and there's a guy that, and he don't charge or anything. He just enjoys doing it. But he takes groups of people out. Um, we went up in the mountains during the, all the beautiful colors you get down there in Colorado in the fall.
Right.
Um, but this guy kind of does like tours. I mean, you drive your own vehicle, but we went up into the mountains. And matter of fact, the one video I have on my channel was from that. But this guy just like enjoys taking people out. I think it's just on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays.
Right.
But yeah, I had a blast. And he'll stop every so often. And you get out and do photography, fly your drone, whatever. It was pretty fun. I can refer you to this guy or give you his number
Okay.
if
Cool.
you're interested. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a place that I want to go. It's in Bishop, Colorado. It's called Bishop Castle, and this guy made a castle using everyday stuff. I mean, just kind of like it's kind of like the Sanford and Sons of castles.
Oh, okay.
Just took, and I want to fly my drone there because he's got stained glass windows up in the turrets, and he's got some really cool stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
And we got Roy Cornelius. Hello, hello. And then Jay Bird. I want to say hello to Jay Bird. So
when you mentioned Bishop, I'm sitting there going, "What? You come here to Bishop, California?"
Yeah, Bishop. That's a neat area, Steve.
Yeah.
I've been there, up in the mountains. Yeah.
Go up in the gold mining towns and the ghost towns up in there.
Mm-hmm. It's on the east side of Yosemite, if I remember right.
Yeah, going up to Mammoth.
Yeah, yeah.
You go to Mammoth
Yep.
and you hit up as you go through, and that's where Art would love it, is the fishing, because you got the Owens Valley, the Owens River flowing down out of Crowley Lake up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go up to what is it, Fish Camp, and several other places up in there, smaller lakes and streams coming down out of the mountains. Then as you travel through a little further north, you hit Mammoth, and then we have Mammoth Lakes, a group of lakes up there. And then about 20 minutes further up the road is June Lake, and there's the June Lake Loop up there, and there's 7 lakes that is in a loop all the way around. It's like this is main highway 395, and this loop just does a big loop and comes back around for 20-some miles. And there's all kinds of fishing all over.
Hey,
Right.
I want to say hello to Claude Drone Effects. Welcome.
Well, guys, I'm gonna pop out.
All right, Ron. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, I was gonna try and get a little more sleep, but that ain't gonna happen. So I'm up.
Yeah.
I got to go back. I wasn't supposed to, but turns out I'm going back to work tonight. Oh,
What?
yeah, I'm supposed to be off tonight, and the guy that came in this morning said, "Ron, any chance you want to work tonight?" I'm like, "A time and a half. Why not?"
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm up here, so it's not like I'm gonna go home. But
Right.
yeah, we got to go out and play last night, so that was fun.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool, man.
wasn't long after I talked to you, Steve. We got to go out.
Oh,
But,
okay. That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but anyhow, you guys have a nice day. Art, thank you for inviting me. And Ron, it's nice, good to see you again.
See you again. Take
Yeah,
care.
Steve, if you have a moment, I'm looking maybe $500, $600, $700 range. I really don't need anything fancy or powerful, but I'm just looking for a laptop that basically
online email type of thing, and that's about it.
Yeah, and I want to put Luminar on there. I probably won't put Final Cut on there. I'm just going to leave Final Cut on my.
Won't
Right.
work anyways. Final Cut is for Mac
Oh,
only.
that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, so basically Luminar is about the only thing I'll put on there. That's all I want it for, and then be able to live stream with you guys and see the chat.
Right.
Or
Cool.
if you guys have anything at the top of your head you can think of, a brand name that's good. I mean, I haven't bought a laptop in so long. I don't even know what's good out there anymore.
There's a lot of good computers out there. There's a lot of good competition. That's the best part of with computers. There's huge competition out there.
Is there anything that I should be looking for or stay away from that you guys can recommend?
I always went by more RAM the better, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You're more memory.
I think these days you need what, minimum of 8? Like that would be like your minimum right now today, right?
Right.
Minimum of a minimum of an i5 processor.
Yeah. i5.
Well, I'm going
i5 on that. Or if you're going AMD,
Yeah.
I would say, like the Ryzen. Yeah.
Okay.
They make a Ryzen on them, but the Ryzen are usually the higher end
Yeah.
of them.
Well-
But they make an equivalent AMD. I forget the model. It's almost the same numbering system.
Yeah. Then there's the A10. If you get one with the A10, get one with the highest possible processor. This computer, my desktop here, has a 5800, and I'm going to upgrade it to the 6700, which is near the max of what this motherboard will take. But get one that they've got some that are like under like around 7800 is the highest I think the A10s go. And then there's, I don't even know what the processors are after the A10, if there's an A12 or or maybe they go right into Ryzen. They've got the different kinds of drive.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And I hear
so
the AMDs are really good on video. They have.
well, that's what I was going to ask you. Are the AMD? I mean, I've bought AMDs before. Are they still pretty good, or the
Yeah,
AMD
that's
chips?
why I got this one a long time ago. It was originally going to be a Bitcoin miner, and I did it for a little while, and I think I made a few pennies, and it's not even worth doing it. And then I looked into it, and I go, hey, this is a pretty fast machine, and all I did right now is I added a video card to it, and I went from 4 gigs of RAM to 8 gigs of RAM, and I've got a faster processor coming in. Should be here next week or in a couple weeks.
You're talking on a desktop, though, correct? Art?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he's looking for a laptop.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, AMD's. I think even on the laptop, their video is. Dang, look my phone. Who was calling me?
And so is Intel. Intel's increased the quality of it, and a lot of them now, depending on where you're at, you can get upgraded video cards to where you get like a 2 gigabyte video card, an add-on video card in the unit. It's not using the onboard graphics,
Right. Okay.
which would help if you're using Luminar, or if you say you were using another off-brand software processing, and then it's going to use the video card instead of your main processor.
Right.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate the information.
Hey,
And,
you're welcome, Mark.
Yeah. Well, guys, have a great day, and
You too.
I might go do some window shopping on the way to work.
Yeah, you too. Art, I'm gonna hop off here too. I got some things I gotta do for work. But
All right.
thanks for having me on again.
Run. Do run.
The do run.
Take it easy, guys.
All right.
All
Take
right.
care, Ron and Ron.
I
Okay,
gotta do
Steve.
the
Art.
same,
All
Ron.
right.
Nick,
Yep.
excuse me, Ron. I'm gonna pull off. Shoot me a text of when you're free, though.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll chat on the way to work.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Steve.
All righty,
Thank you
Ron.
again, Art. Take care.
Okay.
Take care,
Good to
guys.
see
Bye
you,
bye.
Ron. All right. Now it's just the two of us. So how's the weather been out there in California right now?
Whew, right now it's here on the coast, 82 degrees,
Wow.
sunny, and hopefully it's being blocked. Yep, because the Santa Ana conditions are blowing through up further up into Newport Beach area,
Right.
which you're going to be getting anywhere between 30 to 50-mile-an-hour winds just up the
Wow.
coast here. It's really weird because where we sit, there's these mountains that are like behind where we sit. We're down here. So if I don't go up too high, I won't get it. And then the sheltering of this mountain range, local mountain range behind us,
Right.
which is about, oh, say, 20 miles inland, it blocks all that wind. And what it does is it funnels it down like a canyon and
Yeah.
goes straight out towards Newport Beach.
Right.
So we stay pretty much protected here. It's when it blows just off axis a little bit.
Right.
And then we can get those 30 to 50-mile-an-hour winds where you
Mhm.
better take down your umbrellas or they're going to be out in the ocean.
Roy, Steve is out by Dana Point.
Oh, he's in Valencia. Yeah, he's just up the road a little bit, about
Mhm.
maybe about 90 miles. He's not too far from Magic Mountain.
Well, you won't believe how many towns named Valencia in the Philippines there are.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
How
So
windy is it up there for you, Roy?
we get a lot of what they call Chinook winds here in Colorado in the springtime. That's where we get the downslope wind that come over the mountains and it goes down the mountains and it heats up and we get a lot of wind that way.
Yeah. And it's so funny because you know we'll be getting the onshore breezes and then the weather systems. Of course, you've enjoyed that wonderful snow that we sent you from our rain,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it just turns around and just that high pressure comes in, kicks up through the north, stays usually under you guys, gets possibly into Utah, Nevada, Utah.
Yeah, it goes up and
And
over, up
it
over.
circles down, and then we get the offshore winds, which is beautiful because actually not right now because there's not very many cars on the road.
Yeah.
But when that pollution gets blown out to the horizon, those are some of the most colorful sunsets we get because the pollution got blown out.
Mhm. Roy says he's 5 minutes from Six Flags. Yep. We used to have a Six Flags here in Colorado. They used to own Elitch Amusement Park, and then they sold it off, and now it's just back to Elitch's.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because Six Flags owned several of them around the nation.
Mm-hmm.
Six
Yep.
Flags, Texas, Colorado. Here, there was one up in the. There was a part of it, but it was called something else up in the Bay Area.
Yep.
San Francisco.
And I think there's one in Ohio.
Mhm.
Yeah. And now they're going to move Elitch's east to Aurora. They're going to put it over there by the new Gaylord Plaza. There, Gaylord. They have one in I think Tennessee or Kentucky that Ken and Dana went to for Christmas. and
Mhm.
it's like a huge convention center. And they built that here in Aurora, and so it looks like a lot of places are going to move there. And possibly the National Western Stock Show might move out that way, which I think would be better for the stock show because then they could expand out because where they are right now, they're kind of sandwiched in between two freeways and there's just no way to expand out for parking.
Okay.
And their buildings are old and yeah. So every January we have what's called National Western Stock Show, where they kick off with a parade in downtown Denver, where they'll have the Longhorn steers
Uh-huh.
go through downtown Denver, and that kicks off the stock show, and they have all kinds of stuff. They've got the Mexican rodeo. They've got mutton busting, if you like to see that. And they've got all kinds of different rodeos. And if you want to go see auctions, they've got auctions where you can see the prize bulls or cows, pigs, chickens, and what have you.
Right.
So if you're into farming and you like ranching, that's the place to go to. Yep.
Yeah, we have here the Orange County Fairgrounds that we have here in Costa Mesa for the fair, our annual fair,
Yep.
which hopefully will be on. It's usually in July and August, but let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Uh, they have a whole section dedicated to the farming and the 4-H and
Right.
that in there. But up in Bishop, where I was mentioning, they have a rodeo up there every year, and same way where they'll bring in different farm cattle in, and they do this for 4-H because that's a lot of big farming
Right.
out in that part of the um, shall we call it high desert area where
Right.
Bishop is.
Well, just to the north of here in Cheyenne, Wyoming, there's Frontier Days, and that's a big,
Oh
big
yeah,
event where it's not only rodeos, but a lot of big name musical acts from country to even heavy metal, rock and roll will show up there. So, all you metalheads from the 80s, that's where you'll go see bands like Dokken and Rat and the old hair bands of the 80s will show up there.
that's kind of like when we have our yearly fair here
Yeah,
in Orange County, the Orange County Fair. Same
right,
thing. And they have like motorcycle races in the outside track. They'll have track racing for dirt tracks, and then they'll have they'll bring a lot of top name entertainers in.
yep.
That if you're into the fair, it's free to go watch the show and
Oh,
the entertainment there.
yeah, we have our state fair down in Pueblo, Colorado, and but it's weird that thing. I mean, maybe after this year, it might be the last one they'll have because it's always broke, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, with all the people that show up, what is it that why we can't afford to have that there? I don't know.
Mhm. Well, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be a big financial hit on all these cities and counties due to the health condition,
Yep.
because summer's ticking real quick. I mean, May's here, and what's the big kickoff? Memorial Day weekend. And that's
Yeah.
what, for us here in California, that's the big starting, and especially where you're
Start
at
of summer. Yeah.
and back east. I mean, we're fortunate enough boats aren't pulled out for the winter and have to be winterized. Our boats stay in the slips year round. But for back east and stuff, those are the big,
Yeah.
big holidays.
Yep. Hmm. Hmm. Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it will be. I'm hoping guys like Sean will be able to pull through all this stuff, but
I mean,
I
that
think the businesses that are going to really be hit are the bars and nightclubs and restaurants. So a lot of restaurants will be okay because they're doing takeouts during
right.
all this time. It's the ones that don't do takeouts, they're going to be hit the hardest. Hmm.
Well, that's the problem we have down here in the harbor. We have the harbor was its original opened up in 1971.
Right?
There weren't any restaurants when it opened up, and then slowly it's built on, and there are a lot of restaurants in there. Seafood restaurants, of course, mainly. There's a regular um, general dining, everyday dining restaurant to go in, like your local diner, and we go there, and we know the owners real well, and it's devastating for them, because they're not getting any financial assistance from the lessor against their lease.
Right.
But some of the restaurants down here are doing, like you say, curbside delivery. You place your order,
Yep.
you call them, they'll bring the food out to you without you
Yep.
even going in. And here's the kicker. Because I used to own a liquor store, so I know some of the licensing laws for selling alcohol.
Right.
You can buy cocktails to go. I mean, you want a Mai
Yeah.
Tai? The Mai Tai's in the cup and it's to go out the door. I'm going, how in the world are you doing it when they're on sale premise, not off sale?
Hmm.
Because it's a difference of licensing. But the state's letting all these places that have licenses now sell the booze out the door.
Wow. Interesting. Interesting.
So you can go get your favorite adult beverage
Hmm.
delivered car side with your dinner
Oh,
or
oh,
lunch.
that's like with the some of the liquor stores. All you have to do is you can either order online or phone it in, and then just go there and they do curbside delivery. Where I shop what's called Total Beverage, where
Mhm.
they have like a huge selection of beers, wines, liquors, all kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
And I just shop online and I go, ooh, that sounds good. I'll get a bottle of that, order it, and find out when I could go get it. And then I go over there and I have my little printout sheet and park in the parking lot that says curbside parking. It has a phone number and you call that and they say, we'll be out in a minute. And say, you got your bottle and off you go.
Well, that's cool.
Yep.
Well, I know the smaller stores are you can walk into still here.
Yeah.
Now the big ones I haven't been to any because we have one called Total Wine and More, which is like what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the size of a grocery store, and that's all it is beer, wine, beverages, and then
Mhm.
everything to go with it, like for party wise. Um, and I
Wine,
haven't been there.
wine and more. That sounds like where a bunch of Jewish ladies hang out.
And they whine.
Yeah. Wine and more. This weather's just crappy. And then we got Bill, the drone reviewer, and Gary, Grant Ariels. Welcome, welcome to the show. Yeah, I just kind of today I got up and I go, let's do a live stream. It'll probably be the last one I'll do during the week before my regular show on Saturday and build up some watch hours and kind of, you know, change it up a bit, you know,
Yeah, and then
have
you've
some
got it's
fun.
a Sunday show too.
Yeah, yeah, and the Sunday show and And what? Oh yeah, we were talking about the different effects, and on that NCH editor, I found you just go through the effects, and I just started playing around with it, and there's this one called oil paint,
Hmm.
and that looked really cool. And then that way, I don't have to mess around and go in and put the lines in and kind of match the colors, kind of give it that cartoon look. And
Right.
then what I was able to do is some of the photos that I have that are just a little bit blurry, I was able to hit it with that, and I go, wow, that uh, looks really good. And then you could just kind of move the slider back and forth. And I just move it just a little bit. Otherwise, if you go 100%, it just looks like a blob. It looks really distorted. But you just move it just a little bit, like 5% or so, and
Right.
it looks really cool. And then what I do is like uh, I'll do a little touch up on the face. I'll put that in Photoshop. I'll save it, put it in Photoshop, and I'll put whites around the eyes, and I'll darken the corneas, and maybe I'll color the eyes and make it a little look a little more real, and that's it. And it looks really nice.
Now I got a question for you. The kind of like the cartoonish image of you that you did and you posted on Facebook. Is that what you did it in this software you're talking about?
Well, the first ones that I did all in Photoshop where I went in, I took the pencil and
Right.
I put in the lines. I did that first. And then I went in and did the colors where I would just take the eyedropper and I would color a little bit of that area and then just keep doing that. And then I would use the paint bucket for some of the bigger areas, and that's where I got a lot of that. Really turned out pretty good, but
Yeah.
that's a lot of work.
Oh, time
Yeah.
consuming.
So, but I learned some more neat tricks in photo editing.
That's cool.
I could use those for thumbnails and made some really cool thumbnails and some like YouTube art if I want to use YouTube art. Yeah.
Because
Now,
you can take that image and really reduce it down to put it as an add-in on your
yeah,
thumbnail to
right,
the ones that I saw on Facebook.
right, right. And now for the Chef Boyardee, I wanted to do a headshot and make myself look more like a chef. I was thinking of maybe a beret, maybe a red or a green beret, and maybe get an ascar and put that on, and then I get like a knife in one hand and a big ladle in the other, and go like that.
Emerald Lagasse.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be cool. Or having like two samurai swords.
Yeah, there you go.
A little slicing and dicing.
Yeah. Hey, I want to welcome Buds, Coin, and Variety. Welcome to the show. So if you guys aren't subscribed to some of these channels, go ahead and subscribe to these channels. These are really good channels if you're into coins, coin collecting, or the fancy term we like to call numismasis. Go check them out. One guy I haven't seen in a long time is Troy from Noco Silver. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Doesn't ring a bell.
He's the guy that won the parrot, the Mambo parrot, or the
Okay.
parrot Mambo. Yeah, yeah. So tomorrow I gotta run down the interims and I gotta get some more toffee to give away on Saturday, and that'll give me time to figure. I wonder what kind of trivia we'll do this week.
It'll be more like.
Well, I try to mix it up. When I first started doing this, it was all about Enstrom candy, so that was interesting. Now, what was the Star Trek one? That one took a long time for people to figure out the answer to that one, but
Yeah, no kidding. I was
mhm.
stumped.
But at least last week's one was a little easier because all you had to do was go on Google and go.
I was looking here at Brant. Gary's saying, it says, because I was asking how he was doing, he says, I'm just a little tired of the bad weather.
Yeah. Oh, Brant loved that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got good weather here and it's warm, but it's been a little breezy last night, and it looks like it's kind of dropped down. So I may try to get up tonight. I don't know. We'll see for a sunset flight.
Yep. Yep. And then Ken's going to be on tonight. Oh, I took one of Ken's headshots and I did that cartoon thing with it, and I send it off to him. He really liked that. So might see that on his show. Who knows? Hey, Hugh, welcome to the show, Mr. Asgard Studio. And then flying with Stan. We're flying with Stan. No, you forgot the H on the end, Gary. It's not huge. It's Hugh. Gory. Yeah, I like this. Gory. Uh,
Yeah,
oh, I
it'll
love
be it'll
giving.
be a huge mistake trying to get into Hugh's house.
Yeah, I have fun with our brothers across the pond or down under with their pronunciations. The way Greg pronounces my name, it sounds like there's no R, there's an H in there. It's Art. Art. Like to ask him, are you a pirate? Art.
There
There's
you
an
go.
R in there. Art. Pretend you're a pirate. Art. Art, matey.
That's too funny, Gary and you.
Huge and gory. Yeah,
It'd be more like gory coming across Hugh.
mhm.
Has the weather finally calmed down a little bit for you guys up there? I know you say you're tired of the bad weather, but is it starting to calm down?
Yeah.
I can't believe how warm Jim Boyd has had, and
Oh, Mitch.
Dan and Mitch, how
Yeah.
hot it's been for them over there.
Yeah, they've been getting some 90s down there.
Oh, into hundreds.
Ooh, ouch. No, Hugh said snow there yesterday.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm
60
having a heck of a time trying to change my flight to June. So tomorrow, that's another thing I gotta do is get a hold of one of the airlines and just I don't know. I gotta talk to them and say I gotta move it to this day, and I don't want to pay any more than what I already paid. And if they say if they can't do it, I'll say, well, then I'm canceling this flight. I just hope I don't get dinged again like I did last time because I tried to cancel my flight like the night before my flight, and I got dinged on that one, but I was able to move my inbound flight, and I got moved that one again. I want to move that to June and reschedule my flight out from Denver to Florida because
And
I was
when are you going to do
originally going to
that?
go out on United and come back on Frontier because uh, they had a huge price drop, and then Mitch and I decided, yeah, let's move it back another month. I got another week off in June. I could do it. So and then I got this new fishing pole that Rick sent me that I want to try out. Yeah. Uh, Gary said he was in the hot tub on Tuesday, got pelted by sleet.
You can borrow one of Hugh's helmets.
Yeah,
Sit in the hot tub.
there you go. Hey, Ed is in the house. Love my drones. Welcome to the show. So, Ed, here's the drone. I got it back from Mitch after he fixed it all up and got the board oriented in the right direction and wired up correctly. So, and it flies. So, Gary said it was 103 in the water. My hair was frozen. Well, now you know what it feels like to be one of those snow monkeys in Japan that sit in the hot springs in the winter time and they got snow on their hair,
Yeah.
on their fur.
Yeah. Yeah, Ed, that living room looks big enough. But what we want to see Art do is fly that FPV through that
Yeah.
open grand piano.
Yeah.
We're going to see him sit there at his desk, and we're going to watch that FPV go through, do a backflip, and come right on back. That's where we're waiting for. You know what you do, Art? You get a green sheet, wrap it around your hand. You hold the drone, and then you just move it towards till you get there, and then pop a little hole in it, and then go through it, bring it around, and bring it out the top, and then just do some tape and cover it back up.
Well, maybe what I'll do is I'll open that window over there and see if I can fly it out that window.
There you go.
Come back and then open up that door and have it come back through that door.
And your postman will be there delivering your mail at the same time.
Yeah, there you go. Wow, how many people do we have left? Oh, we're down to 8. Well, we've done an hour and a half. So I think I'm about ready to shut this bad boy down and save up some of the StreamYard time for another day. So, Steve, thanks for coming to the show. Everybody in the chat, thanks for coming in. I hope this was enjoyable for you guys, and I want to wish you all a happy Thursday, and we'll see you on Saturday. So take care, everybody. Catch you next time. Bye bye.